Now, this image here looks very natural to me because, as I've told you guys many times throughout my videos on this channel and even on my old channel, I grew up around black love. I grew up around black men and black women loving each other. And this is not a swirling video, so don't worry about that. It's not about swirling at all. So when I see images like this, it makes me happy inside. It gives me a great feeling inside. I understand that we have relationships in this community that may be toxic because the two people that are involved should not be together at all because their personalities just don't meet. They don't mesh well together. We got some, people in this community who are in relationships where there is domestic violence. And I actually did a video about domestic violence. I want to do another video about that again somewhere down the line, either on this channel or my other channels that I have on YouTube. But ultimately, like I said, the main thing that I'm preaching on this channel, if you want to call it preaching, is for black people to love each other, for black men and black women to, love black love and to, be united as a people. And I know that's going to be a very hard thing to do and probably never going to happen with a lot of us. Only a few of us are going to unite and the rest of us are going to assimilate as we've been doing for a long time in this country. But the thing that always makes me angry is when we have black men who know that they are the main target of racism when it comes to this country, when it comes to the world. Black men are at the bottom and we're looked at as the worst, people on the planet. And our women are looked at as the most ugliest women on the planet, which doesn't make any sense because black women are not ugly. So I don't know who came up with that, but I'm pretty sure I have an idea. I'm pretty sure you have an idea as well. But when we got black men on platforms that are calling their women ugly and, praising other women over their own women and making their own women feel like their women, like black women are not good enough for black men, that is a huge problem. And it is a problem that must be talked about by other black men, not just black women calling it out, but black men who love black women should be calling it out as well, which I do. Unfortunately, there are a lot of cowards on this platform. And I said, they're not every black man that loves black women is going to be on YouTube or going to be on any kind of form of social media because they don't have the time for that. They're working, trying to build little that they can. They're not doing it huge like, we can do it if we put our minds and our assets all together, but they're doing what they can to try to make a name for themselves and try to make a start for their entrepreneurial business. So they don't have time to be sitting on platforms like this and talking about situations that are going on in this community. So it's disgusting to me when I see, swirlers talking about black men are this and that, and black babies who are male should never be born again because all they're going to become are these men who have nothing but hatred and vitriol for black women. And when I see equally in turn black men making negative videos about black women, it's disgusting to me as well, because as a black man, if you know that you are hated as much as your black woman is, why would you not protect her and protect yourself as well? All you are doing as a black man when you are making these videos about black women are making yourself look stupid. You really are. You may think that you're making yourself look intellectual. You may think that you are giving black men some sort of, instruction on how to deal with women and how to be a better man, when it comes to relationships. But you're not doing that at all. You're doing the opposite. The majority of you that I see on these platforms that are talking negatively, you embrace Tommy Sotomayor. You embrace all these men who don't really have a love for the black community. I don't care how many of you tell me that he does, or how many of you tell me that these other men who spill hatred for black women do, because if you love the black community, that means you love yourself, you love your children, and you love your women equally. It's not just about you. And a lot of you who say that you want to become leaders and you want to build for the community, you want to lead at all, as these you want to take steps into leading the community, but the women won't let you, you're liars. You know what? It doesn't, like I said before in other videos, it doesn't matter about a woman letting you lead. If you want to lead as a man, you do that because men take the lead. They don't have to be told to do it. And if you're going to be a leader, and if you really care about your black community, you're going to step up no matter what because you give a fuck about where you live. But many of you just talk that fucking talk, but you don't mean that talk because you don't walk the walk. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of men don't call you out on your shit because they're scared they're going to get their channels flagged. But I'm going to tell you this. When you flag another man's channel that is talking about what you're doing that's wrong, you show that you are a coward. You already shown that you're a coward by attacking women because you have so much heart when it comes to attacking a woman, but you have no heart when it comes to attacking white men who are, who are in power, who don't have any respect for you. And I'm talking about the way they treat the football players, the way they treat all these sports athletes, the way they treat these black, actors and actresses and stuff like that. They treat us like we're nothing to them. We just make money for them. You don't have anything to say about any kind of racism that goes on, but you got a hell of a lot to say about black women. You would think that black women are responsible for racism the way you guys talk about them. And I would think that you guys are responsible for all the deaths in the world the way these black swirlers, these black women swirlers talk about you. On both sides, it's disgusting to me. I don't take one side over the other. I'm a balanced person on this channel. I'm not like your channels that make money. Because see, unlike most pro-blacks on here, I don't take money from people. I don't want your money. I work for my money like everybody else in this world does. I don't have a Patreon. Everything I do on this platform is for free. I do these videos from my heart. I don't write a script about it. It comes from my heart. When I say I love black women, I'm saying it from my heart because it's true. I love my mother. I love my grandmother. God bless her soul. Died in 1992. Okay? She was a second mother to me. I love my aunt. I love my uncles because my uncles have been around. They're not like other people's families where maybe some uncles may have left and some dads may have left. Now, I talked about my father issue already. But that does not reflect on how I feel about other black men because other black men are not my father. I don't, reflect my father on them. But I do reflect on how they treat their children, on how they're in their children's lives. Yes, and I applaud black men that take care of their children because that is beautiful. And I know it happens a lot, even though black men don't get credit for it. Now, it was called to my attention that we actually got non-black men making videos about black men who are clowning black women. I mean, what the hell, man? Seriously. You guys, in the bottom of your heart, in your heart of hearts, you know that what you're doing is wrong. Even though you're going to shake your head and tell me that I'm wrong, you know that what you're doing is wrong. But you're continuing to do it because you know that there is money involved in degrading your women. You know there's more money in talking badly about black people in general than uplifting them and talking about positive things that happen in the community. And don't ask me what positive things happen because I've done many stories on my channel and my other channel where I've talked about how even children are creating their businesses very early, like 9, 10 years old. We've got black men who are writing books on helping other black men create businesses and how to, do financial things to get financial gain. Okay, we got a lot of positive things going on, but unfortunately, many of our people in general like drama. They like negativity, and I hate that they do, but that is how my people are. Not all of us, but there are many of a large chunk that just love drama. It's more important to see, negative things than it is to hear or see positive things. So when you got a group of men getting on videos and constantly, talking about babies, mamas, child support, they're talking about experiences that they've gone through. And just because they've had bad experiences with that and they've gone through situations like that, they believe every black man needs to be warned about it. Okay, so we want to warn us, that's fine. But when you're dedicating your channels exclusively to talking about these women every single day and you want to talk about black men are building, how about you start building on your channels instead of talking about black women every damn day? All you do is concern yourself with what they're doing. And that's not what a man does. A man should be trying to build an empire if he comes from nothing. He should be trying to get other men together that are like-minded like him when it comes to finance and try to get men together so that we can make something, so that we can create something and say it's ours, okay? And I know it's harder for us because we're black men and we're on the bottom. Even if you want to believe you're on the top, and if you don't believe that white supremacy affects you as a black man, then you're a delusional person. But when you are devoting all your energy into negative energy and then putting it out there for the whole world to see, especially when you talk about your women, that's disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself as a black man. You already don't have people that respect you. You don't have black women that respect you, you say. You think they're going to respect you by talking bad about them? You're just going to make them hate you. And I think that's what a lot of you want. A lot of you black men that are on these platforms who use it in a negative way, you want other black men to be like you so that we all can be hated by black women and be loved by white women. But I'm going to tell you something. Putting down black women does not make white women want you. Putting down black women does not make any non-black woman want you. Putting down black women is not going to get into the good graces of the white man. It's not going to get you closer to the white man. So if you think that that is what it's going to do, if you think that any of those outcomes are going to be what you get from doing this to black women, it's not going to happen. I promise you that. Like I said, many of you are out of shape. Many of you are not attractive. You know, many of you can't get a black woman, or you had one and you want to hold on to her because you know you can never have another relationship like that, and it failed. So now you hate the world. You have nothing but anger in your heart, and you want to show how much hatred, how much vitriol you have for every single black woman. Because as far as you're concerned, see, I'm like I said earlier, I don't look at black men like I look at my father. I don't eject him onto everybody else, but you eject black women. That one black woman that destroyed your life, as far as you're concerned, you reject that on every single black woman. That means you reject it on your mother, you reject it on your daughter, you reject it on all black women. I'm talking about all, because when you're doing what you're doing on your platforms, that is exactly what the outcome is. That is exactly what you are showing everybody. And it's not good. It's not a good look for black men at all. Not only do we have black men on this sector of YouTube and the black corners of YouTube that degrade black women, but we have black men who put white women on a pedestal, put other types of women on a pedestal, but they will also even put lighter skinned black women on a pedestal over dark skinned black women. This is a problem. It is fine for you to have an attraction for lighter skinned, women, because I like all shades of black women. I'm attracted to black women more than any other woman on this planet, and I will continue to be until I die, because it's in my heart. That's how I feel. I have an attraction to Asian women, but I don't have an attraction enough to an Asian woman where I want to be with her in a sexual way. I really don't. I'm lost from that mindset now. But we contribute to colorism as well when we are talking about, oh, that light skinned woman is sexy. Oh, she's hot. She make these dark skinned women look like this, and we can't be doing stuff like that. We can be attracted to whoever we want to be attracted to, because at the end of the day, it's your life. But when it comes to the issue of colorism, that is a very, very huge problem in the black community as well. It is just as much as of us embracing, negativity. When black men are putting this light-skinned woman on a pedestal, but not upping dark-skinned women as well, that is a problem, because colorism is a problem. There are women that practice colorism as well, but there are more men who are doing it, and we need to take accountability, and we need to take responsibility, if you will, for that. But we won't, because most of us won't do it. We'll say, oh, no, it doesn't mean nothing. The woman's still black. She's just light. I don't care. That's the kind of mindset that many of these men on this platform have. I'm not talking about the men that are doing positive things like me. I'm talking about the ones that are spilling this hatred and just disgust for black women on this platform. That is a problem. So in closing, I'm going to say this. I don't use my platform to bash black women, and I really appreciate if black men who feel that way about black women don't come to my channel, because there's nothing here for you to see. Because I'm not going to be the kind of man that goes out there and drags black women through the dirt. They already get dragged by everybody else. We should be the men that are protecting our women and not dragging them, because we get dragged and they got our backs, so we should have their backs. That's the bottom line. And it's wrong for a man to go out there in public and degrade his entirety, or collective, I should say, of women. That doesn't make any sense. It makes you look bad. And as I said before in that other video that I did about the white women, black men, you don't need to help white women get on a pedestal, because their white men have been helping them get on pedestals forever. That's why they are made the standard of beauty, even though they're not. Okay? Because white men promote their women. Black men should be promoting their women as well. And black women should be promoting their men as well. I've seen one of these clowns on YouTube here. I'm not going to say his name, but he's the stalker of somebody on this platform. He said that it doesn't make any sense that black women are making videos, supporting their brothers and talking about black love and talk about how much they love black men. He is a fucking idiot. That's all I can say. I'm not gonna say the asshole's name, but he's an asshole. Yeah, he is. So in his mind, it doesn't make any sense for a black woman to declare her love to a black man. We shouldn't have to do that. We should be able to do that naturally. Well, yeah, but if we're on a platform where we have other people doing stuff like that and showing their love for everybody because they want to show the entire world, why would it be wrong for a black woman to shout to the top of her lungs how much she loves black men? I don't see anything wrong with that. And I don't see anything wrong with a man like me or any other man that does what I'm doing, talking about black love and talking about how much they love black women. Because you have many men out here that think it's okay to be promoting white women and every other woman on the planet besides their own women. So I think it's fine for a black woman to say that she loves her black men. Now I'm telling you, you don't like them swirling platforms, but you gave birth to it with your mouths because you're talking sideways and you're talking the wrong thing, but you think you're doing men a favor. The only thing you're doing is making men become alone. That's all you're doing. Men are just gonna end up alone without a woman if they keep on following men that keep talking badly about black women and they keep following this MGTOW shit. This MGTOW shit, I talked about it before. I talked about MGTOW and feminism on one of my other videos. If nobody saw it, if some people have watched this video and not seen it, I'm gonna put a link. If you want to watch it, you can check it out. But I talked about how MGTOW is not helping any black man. It's not a black man's narrative. It's not a black man's mindset to even have MGTOW as a part of their life. That's what white men have been doing when they have problems with their white women. So I don't know why these black men are adapting all these colonized mindset, but that's what you do, okay? As far as I'm concerned, if you're getting on platforms, you should be using it in a positive way. You can do whatever you want because at the end of the day, it's your channel, and I can't tell you what to do, just like you can't tell me what to do with mine. But if we're talking about building as black men, why are these people in the manosphere not talking about that? All they're doing is complaining about females and looking like females while doing it. I'm out, ladies and gentlemen. I'll talk to you next time.